Because fear is, F-E-A-R.
Yes.
False evidence appearing real. The thing is, there's so many things that you're seeing that makes us fearful. So many times you are in positions like of authority and you can't make a decision because you're fearful. Why are you fearful? Because you're fearful that someone is not going to like what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Let me actually say before we go any further, and Juliet knows, I use that on the phone. I resent coming to any event that someone is starting and they don't start on time. Mm-hmm. Why do I think that you start on time? It doesn't matter how many people you have in the audience. Mm-hmm. You see what happened? You're allowing your audience to dictate your program. Mm-hmm. No. This is your program, so you have to say when you are starting. And what do I mean by that? What I'm actually saying is when you start today, you start on time. Next time you have a program, guess what?
You'll come on time.
It might not come down on time, but I'm going to try to make it on time. But you know what happened? Honestly, even my position, I was distracted. I went to another hotel. But guess what? In my mind, I had the feeling that this would not have started yet. Because I came to a couple before. Ladies and gentlemen, don't allow anyone to dictate how you start your program.
Thank you.
Or when. I normally use examples. I'm not going to say the church because you're recording. This church. And if I say where I go to, immediately people don't know where I go to. But there's this church. Anyway, I go to KICC for church. And what happened for a whole year, we were moving from London to another part of the country. And the pastor every Sunday stated that everyone must come because there's a coach going to take people to the next part. And every person must come at 9:30. It was publicized that if they come at 1 minute past 9:30, the coach would not be there. No, I love that. Guess what happened? When the day came, and the coach was there, coach was not full, let's give them 5 more minutes. Coach still not full, let's give them 10 more minutes. Guess what? The people who come and change the time, they then start moving at 10 because the people demanded. See what happens? When you're actually doing your program, you have to lead. Leadership is another issue altogether. And leadership comes when you don't have fear. That's what you fear. So here are some factors that contribute to fear. You know? Yes? Okay, factor that leads to fear is you're not confident. That's fine. But a feeling of separation. When you're alone, you feel fearful. Back in the Caribbean, I don't know about Africa where you guys are from, but back in the Caribbean, I'm sure Cummins, you know about that. When somebody die, when somebody die in the air, you're not catching me walking on. Because you feel alone. So fear comes from a feeling of separation. When you're in strange surroundings, you get fearful. I want to use, for example, and this is how you can actually get out of it. I'm not going to go to how to get out of it today, but this is how you can get out of it. I used to go to a lot of conferences. Talk about conferences for housing, conferences, anywhere there I go. And what I do at home, and funny enough, my son actually does the same thing these days. Boy, I'm telling you. They said, man, go don't fall too far from the tree or something. Anyway, something like that. Apple don't fall far from the tree. Because my son does the same thing now. He calls me every time I have somewhere to go to. He said, Dad, I need a question that I can ask. Do you want to get out of your fearfulness?
Yes.
At home, and I bet you know none of you have done that today. At home, write a question down that you'd like to ask. Design it that you'd like to ask. Because guess what? If you ask a question in any conference, it boosts not only your confidence, but it gives you a presence. You know, I used to go to this housing conference, right, with ministers of government and whatever it is. And because I actually make sure I wrote my question down at home, you know, you design it nicely, you get all the big words you want to get into it, and then you learn it, and then you ask, and because I'm a speaker, I have a very powerful voice. I ask my question. You know what's happening after? When they can't answer it properly, they then say, Mr. Jack, could you in the bar after? I don't drink, so I mean, I go and get some water. But I'm actually in the environment that I want to be. Guys, we have to get out of fear. And fear is what keeps us back from being able to get the type of information and the type of environment that we want to be. You run an organization, you cannot be fearful. You cannot be fearful. Now sometimes this thing is going to slip away, and especially that's why I say we didn't want to record it, but it's going to slip away. I have to go back because it's on my phone. But let me actually also, while I'm finding this back, tell you, hold a second. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important. There you are. To get rid of fear. Also, one of the other things that brings a lot of fear into us, anybody guess? Negative memories. Negative memories, things that we try to, you know, we actually sit down and we muse over things that are negative. You know, this has happened to grandma, this is happened, you know, come on, it happened to grandma, it's not going to happen to you. You have moved on. Negative memories, let me go quickly. Imagination or invention of images that troubles you. We sit down and we develop images that gives us fear. If I do this, this would happen. Who said that? You are saying that to yourself. Who's the first person that hears you? Anybody knows?
Yourself.
Yourself. You know, a lot of people don't understand that. They say, you know, yeah, God you anyway because he reads your mind. But basically, you're the first person to hear you because even when you're thinking it, you're hearing it. So don't think it. All right? Okay, what's the other thing that you have to get rid of? You can get away from fear. Any other suggestion? She gave one just now. Fear. Anybody else?
Pleasing everyone.
Who?
Pleasing
everyone. I like that one, but I don't have that one yet. Next time I'll put it down. Okay, let's go because
you
I
can
think.
get out of the speeches when you always suspecting things in your mind, and you
Okay.
have a doubt on it.
Doubt. Okay, that those are good ones, right? But let's just go on what we have. So we go with a sort of a chronological order here. Okay, anger. Anger. What's anger? A strong feeling of annoyance, displeasure, or hostility. You have to be willing to let go of anger. Because what happens, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't let go of anger, it's going to sap you. It's going to take everything from you. Confident when you're angry. Have you ever tried to be angry and want to, I don't know, and want to do something? You're angry and you want to go somewhere and you want to do something. You know, for instance, take for instance, I'm here and I'm angry because, I didn't like the way you're not smiling at me and I'm angry and I'm trying to actually at the same time. It saps your confidence. So I encourage you to get rid of anger. Right? What's the next one? Enemy of confidence. This is one that is a disease that all of us have sometimes.
Resentment?
It's a disease that all of us have at times. You're from Nigeria, you said, right? Nigeria is going through a crisis, right? Whose fault it is?
Blaming someone else.
That's it. We're always blaming somebody else. We never, you get it. We never take responsibility for our actions. We're blaming somebody else. Oh, it's the government fault. It's this person's fault. And we never take that responsibility for ourselves. Guess what? Everything that's happening to you, let me remind you, it's your fault. Nigeria is broke. I'm just saying Nigeria because you said Nigeria. I'm not saying they're broke. I don't know. Are they broke?
They're rich.
They're very rich. No. Some people are rich. Nigeria is broke, but some people are rich, right?
They're rich.
Yeah.
Individuals.
Anyway, that's fine. But the fault is not the government. The fault is the people. Your fault. You're the one who put them there.
Yes.
You're the one for being there.
Yes.
So it's not their fault. You know, it's like, for instance, in America, I listened to my brother at one time. He used to say, why don't you go to America and live? The point is because I listen to much American news, right? Because the truth is, since Trump became president, okay, yeah, I was wondering, but since Trump became president, I actually look at American news for entertainment. I look to American news for entertainment because Trump, man, he's a classic. But my thing is that the point is about right now they said about 50-something% of the people in America don't want, Trump, right? But they're the ones who put him there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So what are you complaining about? You're the one who put him there. Right? There's an election coming. Okay, just go and vote and put him out. Don't complain. You put him there. So blaming others. Not taking responsibility is a sign of weakness, and it affects your confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, what's another enemy? Remember, we are talking 8 enemies. I'll go with this. I'll go quickly.
Listening to other people's gossip. I hate it.
Just a second. I'm thinking you actually. Oh no, she's looking at my notes. Although it doesn't actually. This doesn't have gossip. But this have listening to other negative stories or telling negative stories. Listen, people understand this. We love it. And I used to be there too, until I got revived. What happened, we like to sit down and tell people all the girl, when I was growing up back in Kenya, when I was growing up in Kenya, this used to happen, and girl, we love to talk it. Negative stories. And what happened? You're sitting there and you're sapping it up, and what happened? It's actually negative. It negs you out. So what do? Solution: walk away. There's some people who should become history to you.
Yes.
It doesn't even matter how close you are. That's one of the problems we have. Let me just make sure this thing keep on. One of the problems we have is that we are always trying to please others. It's not what you're saying, it's what Mr. Cummins is saying that you're interested in. No, it's what you are saying. And what Mr. Cummins does, or me do, or somebody else do, is confirm what you're saying. What I do, you'll go somewhere and you will actually get information that you have never had before. That's fine. You'll also get information that actually sort of give you a different perspective to what you believe all the time. Write them down. I appreciate that for what it is. It actually gives you another perspective to life and what you're doing in life. But don't think that your thoughts and your decisions are not important. Don't sit yourself down and listen to people make your stories. Walk away from them or change them if you can. Negative stories are like black holes, black human holes that comes up every so often to suck the very energy out of your ability to perform. You know, just before you go up to speak, somebody asks you to speak or somebody asks you to something. I don't know. Probably ask you to, and somebody start telling you about what happened to you. Trying to speak and also I think, oh my God, I'm coming to too. I won't do that. Point is, don't listen to people's negative story. Move on. What's another one? Your negative thoughts. Your negative thoughts. You choose the thoughts you want to keep and the thoughts you want to let go. What's in your mind? That's all right. I know you're watching at me. I know what's in your mind. You're thinking, my gosh, he's tall, he's dark, and he's handsome. Is that what you think? That's all I see you. The point is, at the end of the day, what happened is what's your thought? What are you thinking of?
What are you?
No, I'm not trying to ask you. Well, you want to tell us what are you thinking of?
No, what I'm saying is listen to it.
What's your thoughts?
What I'm going to get out of today.
Oh, that's great. It's time to break free, ladies and gentlemen, from habits that have been keeping you back. These are habits that keeps you back. You have an organization. I've already discussed with you. You have an organization. You can get somewhere. I like the nasty. Funny enough, as a matter of fact, that's why I came. Because no matter what, Juliet was actually, and she never gave me a chance anyway. She has that, and that's really, really encouraging. You know, want support like that. All right? So what I'm saying, what about you? Have that same mindset. Respect yourself enough to let go of the mindset and thoughts that have been sucking you dry. You know, examine yourself. Go back home. When you go home now, sit down and think. You know, take a pen and paper out and start listing them. Things that have been sucking you. The thoughts that you know, black people can do this, black people not do that. No, who say that? You know, at one time in America, that was in a book, Barack Obama became president. At one time, I'm sure they were saying that a black woman would never be in the White House, and then Michelle went in and lined the bed. What I'm saying to you is that you have to believe in yourself. As that belief in yourself, that will actually push you to where you want to go. So we talk about your negative belief. That's the other one that actually creates fear. What do you believe? I've tried everything and nothing ever worked for me. Have you ever heard anybody say that? Have you yourself thought about that?
Yeah.
Tried everything. Nothing works. You know, one of the things that I like to do at times is, and you probably get a call before I go, I like to tell stories, right? And they're all motivational stories. You know, there was once this frog race. Let you know this one, yeah? And I've seen it before, so you might know it too. There was once this frog race, and frogs came from Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Sudan. Boy, I'm telling you, frogs from all over. Kenya, no, you can. Kenya. Jamaica.
And yourself?
Now I'm a Vincentian. Frogs came from all over the world. to run this race. Massive frogs.
And we got Ghana as well.
No, that's fine. Massive frogs. I know that from all over, Nigeria, Kenya, Sudan, where so frogs came from all places to run this marathon race. A skin lick frog from look up for tomorrow. Tomorrow. And just one story again before I go to the next point. Nice, juicy dog grabbed the bone and he was actually going back home, but he didn't go home. He had to cross a bridge. Next to come in. And so I looked below. He saw another dog. Get that bone, he has to let go. The bone that is isolate and the bone. What he was looking at was his reflection. Lost his bone. I was meant to be here, finish at 9:30, nothing's happening. At half and finish 10 and then disappeared. I came. I didn't do all that just to come have fun with you. I came to get you to understand that what is in you and it wants to come out. It's begging, release me. Are you ready to release? Hey, I should have said this earlier. I want you now to turn to the person next to you and say, hey guys. No, next time no appointment. The fact is that you're not going to stay where you are.
Yes.
Because today you're on a mental treadmill. You're actually going to go somewhere.
Yes.
You know, I hate the treadmill. Have you ever noticed? When I want to exercise, and you notice I'm getting slim, yeah. Last time do let a bit bigger, you know. But now my belly gone, and I'm in love. What time was this? You know, a friend of mine told, well, not a friend of mine, used to play with Paris Saint-Germain football team. He told me, I believe that. He said, gym was not made to get you fit. A gym was made to keep you fit. How do you go to the gym to get fit? And then guess what? According to what he said, and I thought about it, and I analyzed and thought it's right. Lots of people go to the gym, they get on the treadmill. Man, they do about 100 miles? One place. Listen, when you want to do 100 miles, just go out and walk. When you want to do some, just go walk. Because you lose the weight or lose what you're trying to get up gradually. When you go to the gym, you lose it rapidly. And the same speed that went off with, when you stop, there's a speed go back with. So what I'm saying is that walk. And let's go back to the number 6. We just nearly finished that anyway. This is a killer. Let me see the hands of those who like to make mistakes.
Who like to make
Like this. Lovely. You don't even know.
It doesn't why we cannot do it personally.
Okay. Listen, one reason why we don't have confidence is mistakes. From today, I'm going to introduce because when you make mistakes, it means that you're coming outside of your comfort zone. You will never be successful inside your comfort zone. You know what happened? This meeting in my training, right? It's a training session, right? I only said that to bless you, but not when I train. Not here. This is different. When I say, everybody's good. Anyway, Develop another series I did just now. Because in the box, there's comfort, there's complacency, and there's contentment. But outside the box, where you are, there's opportunities, there's confidence, there's change, there's education, there's courage, and there's experience. My encouragement to you is don't think inside the box. As I always said to you, think outside the box. Think outside the box. There's nothing that keeps you back. I can introduce you right now to the person who is your main competitor. Do you know who's your main competitor? Oh. You go to the mirror and discover that all the time. That I'm doing right now, standing saying. And I have another session, my session I'm supposed to do. But how comfortable are you? It is a confidence that comes from within, and which helps one to feel good. So confidence is a measure of trust. And regard yourself. I'll probably send this to Julia and pass it on to you guys, right?
Thank you.
But I want to ask you before I go. Guys, I ask people, when you open your hands, what do you see? Yes, so nothing happened before you open them. What do you see when you open your hands like this? What do you see? Open your hands, what do you see? do you see? That's it. We're back. We will identify. You want to Masha? Push me up. I'll go in the room. I'm in there speaking on your behalf. What? Do you want the last story before? One last story. Story. You, and you, every one of you, stories. It's a young girl, 2 months in the USA. And you don't carry on when it's raining, don't come now. I'm still in Africa. Be ready, right? Yeah, they're coming. So the girl was with her grandfather, and she was driving. They heard the storm. We need to pull aside. The storm is coming. The granddad said, "No, my daughter, come on." All of a sudden, big lorries, SUVs were pulling aside. They were all It was Winston Churchill was considered to be one of the powerful speeches that was ever given. And he maybe to the bottom. It was an absolute pleasure to be here. Now I'm going to rush.
Just before you go, helping me out. Was it the program? I lined the program in 2017. I think it was 2017 or 2016, one of them. And I was really, really like stressed because I had lost one of my boys. And that week, I just wanted to deliver to every single person. And I really wanted not to cancel the event. So I said, let's just really help me out. I'm tired. And there, that is what I call community. Because of that, as you're with us, when you meet a friend, you know somebody is a friend. Now here is his coach and by background, the kids are with and somebody we are favored here. And of course, he teaches us how to make perspective, develop positive self-esteem and to function technology, international mix, and so and then she likes the icon of
you know, there are things I do when I go into a room, like there because obviously it's just a couple of you know, like one time I went to the room, you must try that, right? Is it you? He said, no, it's not me, it's not me. Because what happened, we so mentally being so mentally conditioned that we think every time somebody do that, we actually talk about somebody who's like, give me my life. Anyway, that's right.
I'd love my son to meet you, but he's late.
And thank you so much. I'm coming to say goodbye to you. And at this stage, I'm going to just say let's take a cup of tea because most of us have their breakfast, so we're going to have a cup of tea and then come back and then take a seat.
I don't think she needs any introduction.